Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, this is Lithium017 from my channel Nintendo Collecting, and this is Collecting Tips 101. Tip number 86 is, be unique. As a collector, I like having items that differentiate me from other people. I like being an individual, I like being unique from everyone else, and that kind of just allows my collection to speak for itself sometimes. I have many different examples here that you can consider to try and make your own collection unique, and that way you can infuse your collection with your personality. First, you might want to consider collecting games. Obviously, that's why I'm into this in the first place. Games are amazing. Thank you, Nintendo, first of all. Handheld games, like this, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, are usually lower in price, and the size is a little bit smaller, so it's easier to actually hold on to a collection and place it somewhere in your room. You may want to become a retro collector, like collecting NES games or black boxed NES games. Duck Hunt, amazing. These games can come with the case and the manual, just making them more desirable. Maybe you want to save a bit of money, and you'll only go for collecting cartridges, like this Banjo-Kazooie game. You could get every cartridge on a console, that's a lot though. You could also just go for certain types of games, or you could go for games made by a particular publisher. Rareware, you were awesome on the Nintendo 64. Another thing you should definitely keep in mind is collecting modern day games like Wii, DS, and the 3DS and the Wii U actually. These games are easily found in stores, which makes them easy to collect for. Next, you might want to consider getting different items, maybe something like accessories. Right now, I don't think a lot of people are collecting accessories. Not many people find them desirable, so that they're actually pretty relatively low in price, and that makes them easy to get. I really started collecting Nintendo 64 cartridges, controllers, and systems, like this Pikachu Orange Nintendo 64 controller from Japan, but imports can definitely add up in price. If you wanted to collect certain items for a certain character because it's your favorite, like this Mario Wii U controller, which is really just for the Wii, that's definitely another good option. You could also get controllers that are from many different consoles, or controllers that are just unique to that console, like this Hori mini pad for the Nintendo 64. You could get every third-party controller for a certain console just to see how many there are. If you feel like spending a lot of money, you could definitely collect consoles. The Game & Watch consoles were Nintendo's first, and I know of a few collectors getting these, but not that many. So they can be very expensive, but they are small, easy to store. Bigger consoles, like the Spice Orange Japanese GameCube, are very, very heavy, so when I pay shipping costs, I'm up to $40 usually, just to get this over here. I live in Canada. Unique items to those, you can definitely maybe consider getting tins. This is a game tin for Skyward Sword from Future Shop, and these only cost under $10 each usually. Maybe posters are your deal, like this Star Fox 64 poster. Or even guides like this Pokemon Silver and Gold guide from Nintendo Power. Or you could collect all the Nintendo Power magazines. You could even consider collecting hats or shirts. Just remember to try and think outside of the box, and that way your collection will be unique, and you will have something to speak for itself and be proud of your own collection. Thank you for watching collecting tip number 86. Be unique. Feel free to fill that like bucket. Follow me on Facebook or on Twitter, and remember, as always, game on.